Web Design HTML Lesson 4. To practice these lessons, we need two things. One is text editor. If you are using the Windows computer, then you need text editor Notepad. If you are using Apple computer laptop, you need text editor called TextEdit. And one more thing you need is web browser. Any web browser, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, or if you are on Apple computer, you can open up Safari. Anyone still have the confusion how to use this Notepad and web browser, then I'll advise you go back to lesson 1. Watch the lesson 1 video. It will clear your confusion. Now, before we move on to the lesson, I have one small talks for you. In this slide, there are 3 spelling mistakes. You're going to find these 3 spelling mistakes. If you find these 3 spelling mistakes, then you can comment in this YouTube channel or you can comment in my Google Classroom. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Let's see if you can find out 3 mistakes. Okay, here are the 3 spelling mistakes. First one is the alignment, and second spelling mistake is style, and third spelling mistake is underline. Text formatting. Text formatting means how can we design our text in different methods and we can make it nicer and we can structure it in good ways. That's the text formatting. First things we'll do in the text formatting is the text alignment. What we'll do in the text alignment, I'll explain in the next slide, and then we'll do the text style. Text alignment. There are 3 text alignment methods we'll use. We'll align the text to the left, then center, and the right. If I give one example, for example, this is the left alignment, it will go to the left side. If I use center alignment, then my text will come to the center, and if I use the right alignment, then the text will come to the right. Okay, we'll use this. When you do the coding, it will be much clearer. Then the second thing we'll do is in our text formatting is the text style. We'll use the 2 methods. There are many methods. We'll use 2 methods: how to make one text bold and how to underline a text. Okay, task 1 is you're going to watch the video, you practice all the talks, and if I give any challenges in the middle, you're going to complete the challenges as well. Then you take the screenshot and save it. Then finally you upload this screenshot in the Google Classroom. Okay, now I have opened up the Notepad and I got some coding here, and I'll advise you to copy this coding before we move on, or this is the same thing. If you go to your lesson 2 or lesson 3, you'll find same coding, and then you make some changes, all the coding first. If you don't have this coding, I'll advise you first open the Notepad, then type starting from here to all the things. Okay, now I'm going to first of all I'm going to save this. How I'm going to save it? I'm going to save file, then I'll click save as. Then I'll find the folder I have created in my first lesson. If I go to the desktop, and it was year 8 HTML folder. Here it is, year 8 HTML. And I asked you to just, when you're saving this, make sure that this is not a text document. If this is the text document, this file is not going to open in web browser the way you want. So you're going to select all files, and then I'll change it to the lesson 4 HTML. Then I save it. My file is saved. Then we need to do one more thing. So we need to open the same file in our web browser. So if you want to open this file in any web browser, you just can double click on this file, then it's going to open in the web browser. Okay, now if you have saved lesson 4.html the way I want, then it's going to open in the web browser. Okay, now I got this file. It's got a background, nice background. Then I got my heading 1, then I got the heading, another heading, then I got heading 3, then I got 2 paragraphs. One is this paragraph and another is this paragraph. Now I'm going to make this screen hub and my coding hub. Okay, Okay, that looks better. I got my coding on the left hand side, and I got my web browser how it looks like on my right hand side. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all, I'm going to align this text, welcome to my website, in the middle. If I want to put in the middle, then I need to use text alignment. So if it's the middle, I'm going to use as the center. Okay, so, or if I want to take it right, I'm going to use the right alignment. So if I go here and I write the keyword called style, okay, style is done. For the text alignment, after this style, you give the equal sign. Then what are you going to do? You're going to write first of all the name of this property, which is text hyphen align. Then we give the colon. After giving the colon, now the thing is, if you want to move this on the right, we just write here right. If I write RIGHT, then after this finish. So I want to see how this changes. This changes how it looks like in the web browser. To do that, first of all, you need to save this file. Save is saved. Now I'm going to refresh this. If I refresh this, you can see my text is moved to the right. This text is moved to the right. Okay, that's how it works. Now if I want this text in the middle, I'll just make one changes here. Instead of right, I'm going to say center. Center. Okay, then I save my file, save, and I refresh, and my text is in the middle now. Yep. If I want this on the left, I can change this, and I can say left. File, save, and refresh, and it's to the left. So that's how, using the text alignment, we can move any text to left, center, and to right. Okay, now I'll keep this right. It will, because normally I think if we keep this one in the middle, it will look much better. So I'm going to do it center. Okay, file, save, and refresh, and my text is in the center. Okay, so looks nice. In fact, now we are going to practice second part of our lesson, which is text formatting. Okay, see if you can. We got two paragraphs. What I'm going to do, on this paragraph, I'll format this paragraph, then I'll give you a challenge. Let's see if you can format this. Okay, now if I want this computer science to make it bold, okay, if I want to make this computer science bold, how am I going to do that? To make this computer science bold, we just use the B tag, which how is B is, this is the tag. Okay, before the text we want, and we want to close the tag where we want to finish our formatting. So we want to format this computer science as a bold. We use the bold tag before this computer science, and then we use the closing tag after the computer science. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save it, file, save, then I'm going to refresh it here. If I refresh it, you'll see the changes here. Refresh, you can see the computer science is bold now. Yep. So if I want to make this processes also in the same way, let's see, is okay, and you close this, and we save this file, save, and refresh. You can see the processes is now bold. Okay, now we have learned how to make something bold in our text. Now if we make underline, how we are going to do that? For example, if we want to underline this data, how we are going to do it? The same way, we use the underline tag. For example, first of all, we are going to find as data. This is our this is the tag, this tag. So we want to change, we want to format this text. So we have we know that before this tags we are going to use the tag called u tag, which is for underline. Then after this we close this underline tag. Okay, now we'll save it, file, save, and if you refresh it, you can see data is underlined now. That's how we can make bold and we can underline something. For example, if you want to change this one programs to underline as well, we can do that. We can use our u tag and okay, then file, save. Yep, now you refresh it, you can see the programs is underlined. Now in here, same way, I'm going to give you like one challenge. Let's see if you can do that. For challenges is you're going to make 2 bold. Okay, one is I want you to bold these computers. Okay, second things you're going to make bold is scientific. So you're going to use the bold formatting for these two words. One is for the computers and another one is for the scientific. When you finish that, I want to underline you one word only, which is academic. So in the challenge you got 3 things to do. First one, you're going to make the bold computers, then you're going to make bold scientific. When you finish that, you're going to make the underline the academic. Okay, if you finish that, you're going to take the screenshot and you're going to save it. You're going to upload in Google Classroom. If you have completed the practice session and you have done all the practices and the challenge I gave you, now you're going to go to this link. You open up the web browser, then open this link, then you enter your room name, which you'll find in the Google Classroom. Then you enter your name, then you're going to complete the quiz. Okay, when you complete the quiz, you don't need to worry. The quiz result, I'll get it, and then I'll see that how you did it, and I'm going to check all your work, what have you done for this practice session as well. Okay,